frostblades of Katabasis on this layer. This is day 3, so welcome back, my fellow fiendish folks. Let's talk a little bit about the current state of the character, the progression we have done while we are enjoying some gameplay of a Breachstone, which is very apt because this is the Breachstone I did to get the invitation sorted, which I have done as well today on stream, if you want to check out the VOD, for example. But yes, I have done all the Watchstones, at least I've obtained all the Watchstones. I did buy a boost for the Uber one, since I've made a lot of currency in Blight, as well as just doing the invitations naturally myself, which has led to some profit selling, which has been very, very fortunate. I've done all the maps on the Atlas in and of itself. I just need 5 more unique maps to completely finish that off. The trait went down. Not sure what happened, but I was getting Cloudflare issues, so I'm sure that the internet is totally fine and nothing at all is problematic. But yes, we are going to be finishing that off very, very soon. I'll probably do that later tonight while I have some extra spare time. So Atlas is doing very fine. We're setting up a farming strategy as well that doesn't rely on getting banned by using an exploit like some people have been. Totally not referring to anything, don't worry about it. And on top of that, the boss damage has been challenging. It's actually a lot better than I thought it was, but it has been a challenge for a lot of people. Turns out, though, a lot of people are forgetting how the character works. It is a charge stacker, and somehow people are forgetting that because they are expecting to have the same quality of life as a Relicash wielding version of this build. But yes, if you are wondering how to do the charge stacking against single target, make sure you have Assassin's Mark with quality. Have Enduring Cry manually casted, not auto-exerted, manually casted within range of the bosses, but also most importantly on the passive tree, make sure that you actually have the mastery for Mark, because that will give you frenzy charge generation. Other than that, though, as you can see, we have a little bit of a boss fight here. As long as you can generate minions, it's pretty much a breeze. The boss is pretty much permanently frozen, and you will also be able to tell that we can actually hit things off screen because the range on this skill is ridiculous. So if melee is too dangerous, you can just walk away and it's fine, and then the Culling Strike will take care of it. It has been an absolute blast, though. The single target damage is fine. People are complaining about nothing simply because they have been using the build incorrectly. So let's actually talk a little bit about the build and show you what I was referring to. And here is my ice-infused Draugr, so to speak, in the flesh. We have level 92 Slayer still, will always be a Slayer. And day 3, for me at least, has been pretty much been about progression, map progression, invitations, getting your Watchstones. Because we do have all of our Watchstones right now. We have almost every map on favor, or at least every map favored slot unlocked. We have done most of the invitations. The Forgotten are next, and then I'm going to be afraid of the Feared for a while, because that's going to be very dangerous on this character. We also have mostly all Atlas points. We're missing pretty much only unique maps, with the exception of the invitations, naturally. It's just unique maps beyond that, so we're almost done, which I'm very, very happy with. And beyond that, we have just been farming gold in an attempt to get more upgrades here. The portal system seems like it's not really worth it until it's high level, so I'm not going to bother with that. We have the Recombinator. We also have the shipping. Turns out there's a whole cheat sheet that we have to look at now, because depending on which harbor you send what materials to, you get completely different rewards and different loot. And then there's also a multiplier, which I believe is the dust, that you can send to actually get massive amounts of loot. So we have to look into a cheat sheet for that, because there's going to be a lot of currency there that we are just sleeping on, which is really, really bad. Other than that, I did get a question quite a bit about the bandits. It's Alira. We're currently helping Alira. If you are over-capped and you are well-geared, then perhaps you could take an extra skill point or just a movement speed or just life. But until then, Alira is probably our most valuable bandit. On top of that, single target has been quite a bit of a challenge. We are using frostblades of Katabasis, which is more of a comfort clear skill. And although the single target is much better than I expected, we are a mapping build primarily. But until we get Relicash, getting to bosses has a bit of a problem to it, which is the charges. Because as you can see, I only have 1 minimal charges, so I have to build those charges. There's a couple of ways to do that. People are sleeping on it. If you want to do any kind of boss, you have to get this Mark Mastery. It is mandatory. It's the only way you're going to have a reliable chance of getting frenzy charges against a single target. On top of that, I've seen a lot of people make the same mistake that I initially did, which was Enduring Cry needs to be loose. Danning, shush. You need Enduring Cry to be loose, because if you tie it to auto exertion, as you can see at the very bottom blue line, supported war cries do not grant buffs or charges to you or your allies, which is very, very problematic, of course. Now we have bound it to Generous Cry for rage generation through our passive tree, but other than that, Enduring Cry is very good to help reset the enduring charges. And once we have the tech on the tree sorted, which we are going to switch to in the future, for now we're going to do Roaring Challenge into increased Warcry power right here, minimum power of 10, combine that with the Rage Mastery. We're then in the future are probably going to go here to take Natural Authority, and then we are still going to benefit from, of course, the War Cries of minimum of 10 power. The reason why that is good, because then when we use an Enduring Cry, even not inside of, or at least within range of a boss, we're going to get the Endurance Charge, which allows us to restart the timer of 20 seconds, which is also why I'm still using Charge Duration. All of this is useless if you have Relic Cache, because that's automatically putting you at max anyway, right? So that's why Relic Cache is going to be such an important piece to the ultimate puzzle. But until then, yes, make sure your Enduring Cry is loose. Make sure that you have Mark Mastery. And of course, don't forget your Assassin's Mark. You need to get some quality on here because, as you can see, the additional effect from quality allows you to get some power charges, which is very, very nice to get like a little bit more extra single target damage that people are sleeping on. Until you get Relic Cache, of course. But until then, it's just free damage you're just not accepting if you don't quality this. I actually have to quality it more, but I find that the quality reagents in the game are significantly more scarce. I'm struggling to get gem cutters. I have to sell some quality gems soon to get some. Glass blowers, baubles are significantly less. The chisels are pretty much gone. I don't know where the hell they are. And I do have some playing around money, but I'm going to save that for some crafts because I need to get my Chaos Rest sorted because, oh my god, this is embarrassing. So yes, other than that though, that's kind of my current day 3 experience. It's been mostly progression. If you want to keep an eye out on the character itself, you can do so live on Twitch. I try to stream every day. I just finished off another stream. So lots of progression doing live. So if you have any questions about the character, maybe I can help. It is, however, once again, not my build. It is a League starter made by Rutu as well as Tai, and I've just been enjoying their work because it's a phenomenal build, and people think that Warden is better, and people are entitled to be wrong. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging. Catch you guys tomorrow. I'm out.